Thanks for tuning in. I'm Misty and this is Cindy, and we are back at the Ardmore house in Hermosa Beach.
So last time we were here, we were showing you all the deferred maintenance that the house needed and what we were working on. Check it out. Some work, right? Like the floors, oh my gosh. Paint, that chip thing, and then whatever that was happening up in one of those bedrooms. Not good. So we worked on that.
And we brought in our fabulous stager, Brigitte, and she brought in some amazing furniture, and you're about to get to see it. So like and subscribe. Doesn't it look great now?
I mean, night and day. It doesn't feel like the Miami Vice house anymore. Now it's like an open and airy oasis with a koi pond. So what you saw is crisp white. Crisp white color in a house just makes it pop open. The house already has a ton of natural light, but now it's like
clean and
brilliant.
Contemporary.
Love it. The floors. So I think we told you last time, white floors are tough unless if you have dogs, kids, a husband.
They show everything.
Overgrown toenail. Mm-hmm. It shows everything. So we had the floors redone downstairs, and it's just magnificent. Again, it gives it a nice open area. And Brigitte, our stager,
the best.
I mean, she comes in and she gets the feel of the home, because selling a home is an emotional feeling. It's a story. So when they walk in the door, we want to make sure they present a story and how they can fit into it. So you'll see someone who comes home from a very busy day at work and they can relax.
So let's go see the details and we'll show you everything that's been accomplished here.
So this is a table.
This is what you call a table. It's nice that she brought in the wood, the darker wood tones. And of course, this drop ceiling is just amazing and super contemporary. It's got the backlighting on it. And so she was kind of able to
make it cool. I don't know. Honestly, the bottom line is people buy real estate on their phones, and probably a good portion of that on a toilet.
Swiping back and forth.
Looking at pictures.
This makes for a great photo.
And if you don't have really good photos of a home, you are leaving money on the table. Even if it's just a light fluff of furniture or accessories, it's super important. Another thing about this property is that the seller didn't want to spend money on every room in the house. Like it can be really expensive, especially when you have over 3,000 square foot home. So we decided to do the main areas.
So the most important rooms we believe you have to stage is your living room, your dining room, your master bedroom, and if you have a family room, you have to stage those. If you have smaller rooms, you can sometimes let them be a blank canvas.
Extremely important. Mm-hmm. Also, there's not a lot of staging in a kitchen, but just make it look clean. There should be nothing on the countertops or some just tiny little extras like a plant or something. It counts. Speaking of kitchens, let's walk that way, but as we go, come on, look what she did with the living space.
Great colors, super beachy, and we're so close to the beach. That's a really big deal here, and so I think that's why she chose these colors.
What she did was bring in textures with the rugs, nice earth tones, and if you look outside, there's a little walking area and a green belt with lots of trees, so it just brings the gravitas in the room. It just grounds you when you walk in. You just want to meditate.
All the natural materials.
And we just have anxiety. Just saying. But it does. It makes it feel really nice and comfortable. And even though we want to open this up, it feels great.
It still works.
Great. Mm-hmm. Good staging is worth its weight in gold. Let's go to the kitchen.
So like she said, the kitchen, you don't really need a lot. You want it to be clean and minimal, and you can just see she added some color with the lemons and of course the olive oil. And so this is really good. And it just doesn't take a lot, but it makes it look really nice and homey, and you can imagine yourself cooking here.
With a kitchen, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. For instance, in your kitchen, probably as well as ours, you have like every gadget on the countertops, like it's just loaded. So you got to hide all that. Let's say you're selling your own house. Put them all in the cupboard, keep it clean, minimal, but make it homey, like you're in a hotel or a vacation rental. Okay, so you saw the dining area, the living room, and the kitchen. Let's step into the family room.
But first, let's talk toilets.
Oh dear Lord.
I know. In California, they have retrofitting guidelines that a seller has to abide by. So we never knew before what a GPF was. Gallons per flush, really important, and you have to make sure that they're up to par before you transfer title.
Or you're buying a toilet. So just recently, we sold a property with a beautiful Toto toilet that was worth about
$5,000, and they had 3 of them.
So that was really fun. So because it was not retrofitted to city standards, they had to be replaced. Moral of the story, before you sell your house, get those toilets out. Yeah, get the toilets out.
Yeah.
Put some cheap Home Depot, Lowe's toilets in. It's worth it, or you'll be fighting over toilets, which we are currently doing. Hooray. So as you can see, it's super important to have a great stager, right? Maybe you don't have a ton of money to hire a stager. So the way we take it to another level is,
well, first of all, TMF, you do not want too much furniture. It's a huge problem that we see that a lot of our clients and some of our colleagues, when they start staging themselves, they get into that rut, and less is more. You want to make it look open and bright.
You want to see white spaces on the wall, not just cluttered with everything and anything hanging too high. I think the big thing that we bring, it's not just about staging, it's about telling the story of the home.
Having someone walk in and feel connected, to imagine that they're going to throw a party here or
raise their family.
Yeah, having dinner here. That's why people buy a home.
Telling the story of a home brings emotion, and homes are very emotional places for all of us. That's where we raise our children and
spend all your time.
You know, move in with your first love, and it's an amazing place to try to recreate that feeling, and also smell like it needs to smell good. And we have our little secret formula, which we are not telling you.
That's right.
Unless you DM us, like, and subscribe. That's all you got to do.
So this room is a little bit different because it has different flooring than the rest of the light colored flooring. It's actually a darker stone, and what Brigitte is so good about is pulling the colors out of that and really making it something different. So you can tell she took the grays and even the dark tones over here in the bar, which is nice.
Which is built in.
Yeah, which is built in. And so she really went off on that, and there's a lot of black, and it's moody, and it's very different, and it's fun, and you can imagine yourself having a party in here and everybody coming in and having some fun with cocktails and all that in this moody room.
Even though it's open, she changed the room or the feel of the room by changing the color scheme.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Different vibe.
Brigitte.
Okay, so we are in this fabulous loft area, and they have some amazing skylights. We love it. So one thing that Brigitte did, instead of spending a lot of money in this room, is she put these cool pillows that kind of look like rocks, which I like, and and of course the TV, so it kind of gives it a vibe that you would just be chilling out watching TV in a great room like this.
Yeah, and it show you what you can do in the room.
A story. So I don't know if you remember, in here there was actually, in this bedroom, there was a horrible water leak. And you can see Manuel is a genius. It's all repaired. He said there was something with a drain, and he fixed it because that's what he does best.
Now, if we left it, it would have been
problematic.
No bueno.
Yeah,
very problematic. It looks like something's wrong with the house. Do all that deferred maintenance. So the other bedrooms we did not stage, as you saw, but you have to stage a master.
And this one's pretty amazing because it has a sunken living room.
And again, Brigitte did a great job of showing where you sleep, but then what you can do in the other space. Here it's like a little sitting room, reading area. There's more space over there if you want to add your Peloton.
So one of the things fun that they always did is they always put like little windows. So I guess when you're having your bath, you can watch TV or something and check things out.
Very sexy.
And also what's sexy is the termites.
Very sexy termites. Oh my God.
Welcome to California.
They are the California state bug. If you've been here, you got termites. If you've been in your home and it was sprayed 5 years ago, you gotta do it again.
If you built your home 6 months ago, you have termites. Welcome.
You've got termites. If you're you're a new real estate agent and you don't know what a termite looks like, we're about to show you. It's important to know what they look like, because if you see them, which you will, you'll need to tell your client.
Absolutely.
There's a little form we have to fill out in California called the AVID, the Agent Visual Inspection, and it's a good idea to write down things that you see. Again, you don't have to tear things out to see what's wrong with the house. It's just a general overview of what you see wrong, and that is absolutely out in the open. So you have to tell your clients.
So our dads would be so proud because we're about to talk fish.
Yes, they like fish.
Koi specifically. So there was a koi pond, as you saw before. Cindy saved the fish because there was a leak. And
there was no water in there.
No water, they were
panicked.
dying.
I yelled at everybody.
We've become
water
connected to the fish.
They're our pets.
In a big way.
Kevin and Boo Boo.
And Ruby.
And Ruby. Okay, those are our friends now. So what we had to do was make a repair. So we called Scott. Scott with Aloha. What's the full name of the company?
Aloha Pond Service.
Will you
Aloha
tell us
Pond
what
Service.
happened and what's wrong with this, please?
All ponds want to turn into a swamp over time. And little by little, a lot of these plants like water lilies and stuff, they're really aggressive, and they think that this pond is just a big pot for them, right?
Sure.
And so over time, they just encroach and encroach and encroach. And every year or so, they really need a clean out like this, where we remove the fish and get all the sludge that's building up in the rocks below, and then trim all the plants back.
Scott, will you show us the fish?
It's a big job.
Can you?
I can. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them.
Well, we've named them.
We've named them. We want to say hi.
This is actually the water that was in here. So it's
murky
you feel
because of it.
comfortable in it, but it is murky.
And they'll survive this, right?
Oh, we do this all the time.
You do?
And the fish are like our buddies.
Aw.
So we definitely take care of them.
We're happy they're in good hands. Thank you.
All right.
So though it's not super fabulous right now, it will be.
It will be.
And that's the whole point. Yes, we had an open house this past weekend and people can look like it wasn't like this, but this coming weekend it's going to be beautiful.
Now, wouldn't this be a great space for a swimming pool?
No.
There's an easement there. Do you know what an easement is? Are you in real estate? Then you should know what easements are. So there's an easement on this property, and what that is, when they were building this house, the city and the owners went into a contract where the city has access to this space. That being said, no one can build on it. So no pool, because there is some type of drain or something there.
Easement.
If you build something like a structure, which you can, but if the city comes in here, they'll probably tear it down. And you'll probably need a permit, so that they won't allow you anyway.
And an attorney.
Yes. So those that are new, don't say anything if you see a great space without having knowledge. We had a backyard and it was beautiful, but there were, what was the underground thing?
It was an old oil well.
There was like an old oil well underneath. So the agent said, this is a great place for a pool. Well, there was an oil well underneath there. Not a good place for a pool.
And your title company will help you with that as well.
Absolutely. So go to the city before recommending a pool or a structure and make sure there's no easements.
So we are super excited about this house. I think it turned out great, and we're going to release on the market. And Brigitte is phenomenal.
Yeah,
she makes it all happen.
Know what this is, but it's cool.
I heard they're like coconuts or something.
And it looks natural. So just to reiterate, it's important to stage. So whether you are an agent or a homeowner selling like for sale by owner, God forbid, you are losing money if you do that. A whole nother story. But if you're an agent or homeowner and you're looking to sell your house, staging is important. Remember, the living, family room, master, and dining. If you get those, a little pop of color in the kitchen and make it clean, 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 you're good.
And there's really good stats out there in every market about what staging will bring extra.
Yeah, I mean, it could bring a bump up to 5 to 20% on the home by just having staging in it, because it tells a story. It makes someone come in your home and
feel connected.
Totally connected. And I could live here and I'm going to give you a ton of money to live here. And that's the goal, getting the highest amount of money in the shortest amount of time. But if you, my dear friends, do not want to do that, call us. You can hire us. Like, subscribe, call, smoke signals, and we'll do it for you.
Thanks for watching. I'm Misty and this is Cindy.
Hello.
And if you have not watched our first video, do yourself a favor, do so.
And after you do that, watch all the rest, all 4. I think that's where we're up to by now. Please like us, subscribe if you want, and like
the button
content.
here?
Yeah, where's
Or
the
is it
button?
here?
Is it here?
But
Is it
you
here?
should click it.
Big click
Is it one button
It's
here?
right here.
Okay, right here.
And give it a
Thank you.
thumbs up. And we'll do more. Keep the comments nice because we're very sensitive.